flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
Yeah, throw my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 59.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early... yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Down to about the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Meredith, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Taking it about the 16. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Punt return.
And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Meredith.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 82 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Meredith.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Gets around him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Meredith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Meredith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Meredith.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meredith. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Meredith. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. Follow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing